justice against evildoers! Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo Tokyo, Samurai Hurricane! Your evil deeds in tonight, evil magistrate!
You've disgraced me for the last time, Steel Samurai! The pale moon in the sky cries out for your blood!
Steel!
You samurai!
Feel my steel, evil magistrate!
Never!
One combatant will fall in this clash of good and evil, but only the moon knows who that is. Don't miss next week's exciting episode.
That was awesome! Samurai Hurricane! Whoops, didn't realize you were here.
Of course I'm here. What was that crazy show you were just watching?
Huh? You gotta be kidding me! Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo Old Tokyo! Us youngins love it.
You mean teenagers like to watch it?
More like kids.
Yeah, if it's for little kids, then why are you so hyped up about it?
Because I'm a kid at heart, I guess.
Good for you, but I gotta worry about bills like an adult. And we haven't gotten a single client this month.
Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo Old Tokyo! You're evil as...
Superhero. It takes me back.
Say what? Oh my gosh! This is horrible, Nick! Turn on the TV right now!
What happened? It's way too early to be screaming in my ear.
It's the Steel Samurai! He's in trouble! They're saying he killed a bad guy!
So what? Isn't that kind of what he's supposed to do?
Well, yeah, on the show!
Okay, relax. I'm turning on the TV.
Shock and controversy rocks the children's television world as popular superhero the Steel Samurai is arrested for murdering a co-star. The victim is 37-year-old television and film veteran Jack Hammer, who played the evil magistrate on the show. According to police...
A guy who pretends to be a hero kills another guy who pretends to be a bad guy?
There's no way! He'd never kill anyone! This must be a publicity stunt!
Yeah, that's probably it.
I know! Listen! This is gonna be right in Company's very first case! We're gonna defend the Steel Samurai!
We can only hope as...
What?
Justice will be served.
Is that monster really him?
That monster's Will Powers. He's also our client.
I probably shouldn't say this, but he looks guilty.
You definitely shouldn't say that. Yeah, what?
You've come here because you're gonna help defend me, right? I'm just so grateful for your help. Thank you. I mean it.
Please, have a seat, Mr. Powers.
Yeah, sorry about that. I know I look like a monster, so I decided when I was cast as the Steel Samurai that I would never show my real face out in public, because I didn't want to ruin everything for the kids. I wanted them to believe. But now that this has happened, they're gonna hate the Steel Samurai. It'll break their little hearts.
Powers really is a good guy.
Yeah, I can see.
I know. He's innocent.
Mr. Powers, can you tell us what took place the day of the crime?
Yeah. Let me think. We spent most of the morning working on fight choreography. We broke for lunch. Then I took a nap. But I ended up oversleeping, so I was late for the afternoon rehearsal. I hurried back to the studio, and when I got there, everyone was freaking out. They'd found Jack dead. It was awful. He was wearing the evil magistrate costume, and he had the samurai spear sticking out of his chest.
The samurai spear?
It's what he uses to fight evil. You know, the spear he's always carrying around?
No, I don't know.
I was in shock. I could barely move, and before I knew it, they were arresting me for Jack's murder.
Don't worry, because we're gonna clear your name! Right? Aren't we, Nick?
We'll start at the studio.
I can't believe we're actually here! Oh, wow! Aren't you excited?
What are you doing? If you want inside the studio, you're gonna have to go through me! As head of security, it's my job to make sure slack-jawed gawkers stay out!
Actually, ma'am, we're here.
I bet you heard about what happened here at the studio and decided to snoop around, didn't you? Kids these days are always sticking their noses in things. Way back when I was your age, it was a different world. You should have seen me. I was quite the knockout in my prime. You better believe it. Poor Jack Hammer deserves to rest in peace, so I won't stand for punks like you.
You've
coming
got the
around and
wrong
trying to fight
idea.
the
I'm
kind of girl
defending Will Powers, so we came here to investigate.
That's just a cheap knockoff.
It's the real
Oh,
thing!
please, I saw one just like it at the corner store. Well, look here, young buck. The badge I'm wearing is real, and it says you gotta keep out unless I say you can come in. I ought to bend you over my knee and give you a good hard spanking for trying to pull one over on an old lady like me. That's right, just take off my belt and give you an old-fashioned thrashing.
Enough with all the racket! What are the two of you doing here?
It's Detective Gumtree!
Actually, his name is Gumfoot.
No! Both of you are wrong! For crying out loud, my name's Detective Dick Gumshoe!
Can't I have some quiet?
So you're gonna try to defend Will Powers in his murder trial?
That's right!
Well, sorry to break it to you, but that guy's guiltier than the cat who ate the dang canary! Take a look at this, pal. Before the murder, everybody at the studios that day was over here, and the victim was found all the way over here. So whoever jacked Hammer had to go through this part of the lot right next to the security station.
And the only one that passed this way was Will Powers. Nobody sneaks by me!
Okay, so what do you make of all of this? I hate to say it, but if he's the only one that she saw, maybe he did it.
Ah! It's a trespasser! Catch him!
That kid there?
You're supposed to be a cop, right? Go!
You talking to me?
You're the only cop here!
Oh, dream on! You'll never catch me! Ha! Served you right!
What? Back in my day, a man protected a lady!
Steel Samurai Path to Glory? Whoa! So cool!
This kid must be a super fan.
I'm gonna be feeling that one for the rest of the week.
So, Detective, we're gonna need to interview everyone here.
Powers told us he was taking a nap inside his dressing room. Someone might have seen him there.
Well, feel free to poke around as much as you want. We, the prosecution team, have thoroughly investigated everyone and everything here. You may have won your last trial, but that was just a fluke. This is a totally different case. Edgeworth will show you why he's the biggest dog in law enforcement. He's gonna eat your lunch, brother.
Victory after victory. It's truly been impressive.
Thank you, sir.
That being said, it does make your defeat more vexing.
I humbly apologize.
Cast your feelings aside. The only justice is conviction.
I understand, Mr. Von Karma.
Well, that was interesting, but we didn't find anything.
Yeah, a nap is a pretty weak alibi.
If Powers ends up getting convicted, I'll tear you to pieces with a samurai hurricane!
If you do that, who's gonna be around to defend you, Maya?
This court is hereby in session for the trial of Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready to begin, Your Honor.
The defense is also ready to begin, Your Honor. I was really hoping I wouldn't have to face him again so soon.
Mr. Edgeworth, you may proceed with your opening statement.
The prosecution will prove that on May 9th, Will Powers murdered fellow actor Jack Hammer at Global Studios. All the evidence we have points to him as the culprit, and will prove his guilt beyond a shadow of a doubt. Detective?
Allow me to present the facts of the case. On the day of the murder, the only people at the studio were Powers, Hammer, and the production staff. At noon, they all gathered in this area here. Autopsy has the time of death at approximately 2:30 p.m. The security guard clearly saw the defendant heading to the crime scene before that time. And she maintains that no other person passed by the station until the body was found at 5 p.m.
At this time, we shall call upon the studio's security guard to take the stand. Your name, madam?
I can't refuse a handsome man. I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Name, please.
You're just precious when you blush like that. Call me Granny. Mwah!
Name, please.
Windy old bag. But you can call me whatever floats your boat, sweetie. You won't believe what I've been called over the years. Kids can be so cruel. When I was young, the captain of the chess club who I loved madly called me Old Hag. I still cry about that one from time to time.
Your Honor, I object to the witness's garrulousness.
An objection sustained. I'll ask the witness to please stay on topic.
I was just getting to the good part.
Not even Miles Edgeworth can handle this lady.
I'm not sure I can either. Are you absolutely certain you saw the defendant pass by?
Oh yeah, I was superbly guarding the front gate from 1 to 5 p.m. without so much as a single potty break. Around 2 o'clock, I saw Will Powers murderously approaching the studio.
And there is no doubt in your mind it was truly him?
My eyesight is 20/20 if you add up both my eyes.
That's not how it works.
There's photographic evidence. Hey, Scruffy McTrenchcoat, show him the picture.
My name is Gumshoe! You weren't even close, old hag!
Please share this with the court, Detective.
Right. There's a security camera installed here. It has a sensor that detects anyone crossing the gate and takes a picture.
Part of my job is to carefully check the photos every day.
Hold on, we haven't heard about these photographs before, have we?
No. If it shows Powers crossing that gate, that could definitely mean a guilty verdict.
Detective, please put it on the monitor.
What the?
What exactly are we looking at?
Objection! How does this prove it was Powers?
How? Because we're all looking at a picture of him. Right, cutie?
It is.
Oh, well, I suppose it could be him.
It's a picture of the character he plays. But we simply can't prove that's him wearing the costume in this photograph.
Objection!
Despite your assertion that is indeed Powers in the picture, ask the witness.
Most definitely. Look, see how he's dragging his leg? The left one has something wrong with it.
His leg?
While they were rehearsing the fight choreography that morning, Powers fell and sprained his ankle pretty bad. Everyone saw it happen. He even broke one of the props when he fell. It was a huge mess.
When you say everyone, who do you mean?
Well, Powers was there, of course. Poor sweet Jack Hammer, too. I was there to observe and, oh!
Was there someone else?
No, nobody else. It was just the three of us that day.
That's weird. She just bit her tongue for some reason.
Powers. He broke a prop when he fell?
Yeah, he really did a number on the samurai spear. Luckily, I was there with my trusty old duct tape to fix it.
Duct tape?
I taped that thing up real good!
And during that incident is when the defendant injured his left ankle. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, it is, and that's why he's dragging it in the picture there. He was having trouble walking.
Yes, I see that.
Oh, man. Stupid old hag.
Wait. One question.
Yes?
That day, the only person that passed by your station was the Steel Samurai?
Objection! The witness has already answered that question. I insist that the defense stop badgering her at once.
I love a man that stands up for a lady!
Yep. She's nuts.
Can you explain this? The stamp at the bottom says May 9th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. So that means there was one taken before.
Yeah, but I deleted the earlier one.
What? Why did you do that?
Another part of the job is to erase any innocuous photos. I do it every single day.
Is that so? Will you tell us who was in the first photograph?
Just a fanboy.
Fanboy?
The Steel Samurai has some diehard fans, including this annoying snot-nosed kid. The drain near the office connects to the outside, and this pest is always sneaking in.
Wait, a kid? Is it the same one we saw?
Yeah! That little rat! Always sneaking around!
As I remember, he looked to be in probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
By the way, the samurai spear weighs about 35 pounds. A grade schooler would have a pretty hard time picking it up like a weapon.
Are you really accusing an innocent little boy of murder? I cannot believe you'd stoop so low.
Because I never said that.
See? The picture was completely unrelated, so that's why I decided to delete it.
The only other person spotted at the studio was a child. The boy's not a suspect. So therefore, the only one who could have committed the murder is Will Powers. The prosecution rests, Your Honor. And I formally request a verdict of guilty.
No, I swear I didn't kill him!
Come on, Nick! We can't let this happen!
There's gotta be something. Somebody else. If we can just find any other possible suspect, we'd be able to buy ourselves a little more time.
Right! So we gotta go for broke! We named someone else that was there!
Yeah, but who the heck would that be? Who could have put on the Steel Samurai costume and limped over to the studio at 2 o'clock that afternoon?
So, this court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Objection! We know there was another person on the lot. They could have committed the murder. Not just Powers.
Such a pathetic attempt. Tell us, who would that be?
That person is... well... Wendy Oldbag!
What? That's crazy!
In this picture, the Steel Samurai is dragging their leg. So, whomever was wearing this costume would have to know about the injury sustained earlier. That leaves one person besides Hammer and Powers. Who was it? It was you, Oldbag!
Oh!
She was standing guard all by herself at the main gate. So no one can back up her alibi. She could have left her post, put on the costume, and walked by the gate, thus triggering the camera.
You dare call me a murderer? This is how you repay me, boy!
I don't recall owing you anything. That means we must further investigate this possibility.
Order in this court! Now, defense, do you have any idea why she would put on the costume in the first place?
It's simple, Your Honor. The security camera. She knew crossing the gate would result in a picture. It was part of her job, after all. Wearing the costume was the only way to hide her identity.
Yes, that's true. Excellent deductive reasoning. It seems that it would be best to adjourn the trial for further investigation. Prosecutor Edgeworth?
Your Honor?
We should take the old hag, Miss Oldbag, into custody at once. She needs to be interrogated.
The prosecution sees no need to rush the verdict. Consider it done.
So what now?
I do feel bad for her, but this is the only way I could think of to buy us another day.
That is all. Court is hereby adjourned.
You think I'd stand here while you accuse me of murder? No way. In fact, I'm finally gonna start talking!
What does that mean?
Explain yourself.
There's something major that I was told to keep mum about.
What? Seriously? Is that so?
Yeah! You'd better listen and listen good. No one tells me to shut up. So I won't hide it anymore. I saw more people that day!
Absurd! Why wasn't I told about this?
Looks like this trial is just getting underway. The Steel Samurai case just gets more and more confusing. At times like this, we have to remember what he swore to do. Fight evil in the name of justice. Victory is not decided by who is stronger, but by who's more righteous. The search for justice leads us in new directions, but also into new traps, and time is running out. Find the contradictions, believe in the truth. Next episode, Turnabout Samurai, second trial. Take that!